Sometimes we're blue, so give us something to do.
Show me to us, Rachel.
Ooh, welcome to Show Me to Us, Rachel. Season 2. I'm Nate.
And I'm Sam.
And we're
Neurodivergent, which means that we need to fill our time with hyperfixations. Show us more about ourselves.
And to help us do that, every week we bring in a Rachel of the Week to show us a new hobby or obsession that we know absolutely nothing about. Then we take a week and try it ourselves, no matter how afraid we are.
This week, our guest is Cole Fletcher.
Yes.
How's it going, Cole?
Good. How are you guys? It's really good to be here, guys.
So good.
Really good to be here.
Yeah, we're kind of terrified. Cole,
Yeah.
We know each other from Cole was my roommate for about 3 months when he first came up to Chicago. A friend of my friend Tori's, who was on the sewing episode of the podcast.
Oh, nice. Shout out Tori.
Yeah. So how's it going, Cole?
It's going great. I'm really excited for you guys. But it's been fun. I've been in Chicago for now, I think it's a year and a half. Yeah, a year and some change. I moved to your place in January 2025. Remember it was snowing the day I moved. Walking up 3 flights.
Literally.
Did you come from a warm place?
I came from Kansas City, so nothing crazy.
So you're not unfamiliar with it.
No.
Yeah.
We're good.
I just had an Uber driver who moved into Chicago like 2 years ago from a place where he had never seen snow, and and he said he moved in January, and I was like, "You poor
Brutal.
God. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So what's our topic?
Yeah.
That we're gonna be talking about today.
That I'm bringing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
You're right. I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So I know you guys are terrified of this one. Yes, I am a stand-up comedian here in Chicago. I've been doing stand-up for ongoing. It's almost 6 years, technically, about 5 years, really. And like I've been trying.
Yeah,
I've been
that's a
really
while.
working out stand-up for 5 years. I started 6 years. I started in the pandemic, and it was terrifying as well then, and it's gonna be terrifying for you guys now too. Honestly, I can't.
I forgot we were doing that until Nate mentioned it like 10 minutes before we popped in, and I was like, "We're gonna have to do an open mic, aren't we?"
Yeah.
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 And you know what? That's okay. We're putting ourselves out. That's
Yeah,
what's allowed.
This season more than ever.
Yeah. What other things have you guys signed up for yourselves this season?
Oh God, we have so many things, but I guess we don't know what order we're doing anything in, so we can't say any of them.
We'll see.
Respect.
You're the first person
so
we've actually started recording with.
Okay, good.
This season.
Yeah,
Nice.
not to date this entire thing immediately.
I like.
But yeah,
doing that.
so how did you get into this? Like, how did you decide to start actually doing this?
I always would. I mean, like I would always like watch stand-ups like as it was a TV show. Like I would watch specials over and over again, memorize jokes and then tell them to people later on and act like they were mine. When I was, I was like 14 or in like 14 to like college. And then I found out, I was like listening to a podcast one day. This is in 2019. And I found out what an open mic was. I just heard the term open mic. And I thought the whole time, my entire life, I was like, I thought you had to be like famous to do this because, there was like, everyone that I saw do stand up also does either sitcoms or does movies. And so I was like, oh, you have to be famous to do this. And then I heard the term open mic and I was like, oh, anyone can do this? Mm-hmm. Like genuinely, they let anyone do this. And so I Googled open mic and within, I would say a week or so, I went to my first one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And when I first started my first year, I would not turn my phone completely off, but I would turn on like airplane mode, turn off my location, and then go do stand up like alone. I wouldn't tell anyone that knew me that I was going to do this. I was like kind of embarrassed because I grew up as like a jock or whatever, and so like going into arts was like kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. High School Musical.
Yeah. Basically.
Tony or something.
Yeah. Corbin Bleu, whoever it was, yeah.
Corbin Bleu.
Yeah, which I do compare it to a lot.
Oh, that's funny.
You
don't look like Corbin Bleu.
No, I don't. I just give off Disney Channel Black Best Friend energy, and so I can't. I can't escape it. I've just have to accept it at this point. Yeah, I didn't tell anybody for a year, and eventually, this is how I started. I didn't tell them for a year, but I was living in college at the time, and my roommate, and she used to always sit on the couch in our house, and so when I was leaving to do an open mic one time, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna go to the gas station, and I was gone for 3 hours because it was in Kansas City. I drove from like Lawrence, Kansas, 45 minutes out, did the mic, and then came back. She was like, dude, you were gone for 3 fucking hours. And I was like, okay, I gotta confess. I did.
So it was like
You
a
had to
secret
confess.
secret.
Yeah.
Like, you were like hiding it from people.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in like my fiance, who was my girlfriend at the time, I think I told her and that just her because she found a bunch of notes. I had like premises written down in a bunch of places. So I had to confess to her as well. Yeah.
You had to come out as a stand-up.
Yeah. It was real. I was so dramatic about it. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's so funny.
You played at sport in college? What'd you play?
Yes, I played football in a small town in Ottawa, Kansas.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, shout out to the Braves. Yeah, I played football for about 2 years, and then quit that eventually. And then, I mean, is that maybe 2 or so years? I started stand up, probably 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I love a sports to arts pipeline.
Yeah.
That happens. I think
Yeah,
those are,
very good.
every person. I have a buddy who I've done shows with who was playing D1 baseball.
Nice.
I've done
my God.
musicals with him.
Whoa.
His name. And now
Yeah,
he plays
that's-
for the it's like the Chicago version of the Savannah Bananas, which is
Whoa!
really cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Man, that thing's booming too. That's like the White Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
Is that what they are? I've never heard
Yeah,
of them.
Savannah Bananas is the big
Yeah.
one right now. They're baseball Harlem Globetrotters and white. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Um,
Yeah.
It's entertaining though.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Cool.
That's a
Well,
really
okay.
fun origin story though.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I hope it was a good elevator pitch.
Well, so I mean, I've seen you do stand up a couple times. So where do you feel like you're like like what's kind of your style? What are like your influences?
Man, I feel like my influences, I don't have any. I don't like sound like them yet, but I try not to sound like them, or
Oh well, sure, yeah.
like for sure, like Chris Rock is probably my number one,
Nice.
but
Yeah.
I sound nothing like him. But I guess Hannibal Buress is probably second.
Nice.
Hannibal's
Hannibal
so
Buress.
good.
I love Hannibal. He's like, yeah, he's from Chicago. Like
Yeah.
I
I forget that.
when I listened to his first album, I was like, I can't believe this is like funny. Like I couldn't wrap my brain around it.
Right.
But he's hilarious. And so yeah, I would say like a mixture of those two, of like
Okay.
yelling at absurdities and stuff like that. Has been the start, and then just like trying to figure out my own voice from there, basically.
Yeah. And did you have like a I don't know if that's the right word for it, but was your like learning for stand up more experience based or like academic? Did you like take any classes or learn from it?
No, 100% like baptized by fire. Just
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
and writing, doing it and writing, like stand up, like open mic writing. I think the best method I found out early on was, for every 10 jokes you have, one may be good, or for every 12 jokes you have, one may be good. So
I'm writing
Yeah.
that down.
you're doing your best to get, yeah. So just write as much as you possibly can, and then in there somewhere there will be something that will have like a good feedback. So we'll try 5 new jokes.
Sure.
One of them might work. And then so scrap those other 4, and that one joke is going to be entered in your 10-minute, your 10-minute set, your 5-minute set, whatever it is.
Right.
So yeah, that's
Are you like? Well, that okay. This is like a bigger question, because I've like there've been periods where I've considered trying stand up
for sure. Every man does.
And-
Every that is,
every
man.
especially.
Yeah.
I mean, every white man,
Yes.
probably
Every
every
white
single
man,
one.
Every man thinks they can
single
fight
one.
and they're funny. Every man.
I'm convinced
Yeah.
I cannot fight. I think
Yeah.
I like to daydream about it. I know I would lose.
For sure. Yeah.
Sam,
same here.
Sam, that is such that is such a joke you're making because you try to fight every time we go out. You're like Sam yells at people that are like in cars that are like making noise.
Not to
Yeah.
fight.
Like
I'm trying to make
yeah,
friends.
you're trying to fight. Well, but so I guess the thing that the question I have is like, how are you thinking of jokes and writing them down? Like, because I feel like I just don't think that way. Did you feel like you thought that way in the beginning, or was that like a process?
No.
What does that look like for you?
Someone told me something the other day, or like maybe it was like a year ago actually.
Yeah.
Is that you can get funny without like telling jokes. You can also tell jokes without being funny.
Right.
So
damn.
yeah, I think I was like, I'm just gonna like shape as much as I possibly can into what I think is a joke, even though I have no idea the structure of one. But I can tell things in absurd ways, or like I have a delivery that works, and people are laughing, and I don't know why. But I need to figure out why they're laughing, and so let's just restructure the words in which I say it to where I can kind of control where they're laughing. I sometimes I still don't know. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Sometimes it's a mystery there where I will say the premise of a joke. I'll start and people are laughing. By the time I get to like these are usually newer jokes. By the time I get to the punchline or the tags, people are like, all right, we don't care. The first thing you said was funny, but yeah.
So are you then like so are you really fine tuning, like, do you know exactly where, like, with your like 5 that you're doing that you've built out, or your 10 or whatever, do you know pretty much exactly where those laughs are going to be at that point?
Almost,
like, once it's kind of
exactly, yeah. Like no set is the same because every audience is different, but
sure.
You know exactly where to pause and then laugh will maybe build from there, or once you say this one word, they should be laughing. Yeah, it's a weird little like trigger. Like it sometimes when you're in the middle of it and you're not thinking, and you're kind of like in your own head about it, you're kind of thinking, you're like, wow, this is strangely a skill, because it feels like I'm just drawing, and then I'm getting like it feels like I'm doing a math equation sometimes.
Yeah,
that's
it's tactical with where you place the laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, timing, I know, is a big element of it.
Mm-hmm. Timing's big,
Yeah, I've had a similar experience, like in theater, in plays and stuff, as far as like knowing when you might get laughs.
Yeah,
that's interesting. And
it's the best feeling, right? It's awesome.
Absolutely.
It's it makes you feel whole at the end of the day, where I'm like, okay, I can go home happy. You know, I can.
Yeah.
It's truly it's really an addiction at this point, honestly. It's really like it really is.
Scratching your neck.
I was on vacation one time, and I gone from maybe like stopped doing stand-up for like 10 days, and I started listening to old audio recordings of myself doing it, just like hear laughter. I'm like, I still got it, I still got it. So like my ego is so light. It's so light, dude. It's
that's real. I get it.
Yeah.
Were you like, I mean, you had to have been, but like describe what that process was when you first started the open mics and stuff, like in relation to like your embarrassment, like, because I'm sure, especially having not done, I mean, you weren't really even like doing theater performing at all before this, so like, I mean, I'm sure you were like mortified.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I did like forensics and debate in high school.
Oh, me too.
And so, like, I have somewhat, but still, in debate, I would get there and I'd be so embarrassed to do this. But I wanted to, but I was so bad at it. But then I got into forensics, and I was like, okay, this is like a little more storytelling. I really enjoyed public speaking, and so that's where I was like, because I was also the captain of my football team, so in high school. So I like the public speaking part is what helped me get over like the fear of the judgment, I guess, because it's like, oh, people know me. I like that. I like to publicly speak.
Yeah.
And that was like, I guess, the driving force. And I was creative, but I just didn't know how to like get it out. And so it was like it felt like me like just doodling in the back of a class, or when you're in your room, just like drawing on a notebook. That's all it was. That's why like I had to like look at it to like I'm just going somewhere else to doodle real quick, and I'll be back, and I'm just like still a normal person. I'm not I'm not weird or nothing.
Yeah, the audience is almost like the audience is just kind of there while you're doing the release that you need, sort of.
Yeah, basically.
Is that
yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, an audience is also generous. Yeah, audience is generous. This is Kansas City. This is 2020, where there's the room seats 275. There was legit 16 tables in this room, spread out.
More than some plays that I've done, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually sounds really big.
Plays for like 10 to 20 people.
Yeah, and I mean, there's.
I've done them for like 3 people.
Yeah.
Like, God.
They can be brutal. Yeah.
I'm curious, because I know that this has probably got some big opinions. Your favorite and least favorite thing about doing stand-up?
Oh.
Yeah.
My favorite thing. Oh man, I mean, it is truly, you get to make people happy. That's fun, right? You I get to feel a sense of like joy, or like, I don't know, the fuck, they kind of went on a ride throughout their night, and that's like us on the show we provided like, hey, you saw jokes that you didn't like for like maybe 90 seconds, then you eventually did get to a joke that you liked, and then or you liked the entire thing from top to bottom, and everyone was just, it made you laugh the entire time out of your seat, or and like that's like really for sure my favorite thing is people leaving with a smile on their face, even if they don't even talk to me. Like, I'm just like happy they got to spend time with their friend's family and got a little drunk and laughed at some shit. The worst part, oh boy.
You're like, there's a lot.
Yeah. The worst part is, I mean, there is a lot. There's definitely a lot. There's definitely so many. The worst part, I mean, it's not the worst, but where you're nervous at, right? Because you still get a little nervous. I want to say this is the worst part is from my name being called to the microphone, is I am freaking the fuck out. I am trying to be cool so hard, but it is. I'm like, how do I do this again? Every time I'm like, how does this go? And then you start and it goes fine. You like kind of sing the song that the jokes that you memorized, or you've got your notebook and you can look at it, whatever. No matter 1,000 people or 10 people, I'm still like, oh shit, how did I do this?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, honorable mention of like worst parts is that there's, like I said, there's no barrier of entry. So you meet some of the craziest individuals you could possibly find in a 30-mile radius. It's truly incredible.
I think I've been to 1 or 2 open mics for stand-up, not to perform, but like to support a friend.
Yeah.
And the secondhand embarrassment was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the secondhand embarrassment of just people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the motivation and energy of an open mic in general, because it's generally supportive, but like people aren't gonna lie with their laughter. So I don't think that's especially helpful.
Yeah, and I feel like you can tell when, especially like if you go to open mic as maybe just a bystander, that you can tell when if someone has a joke and it bombs, it's gonna really affect them, versus someone has a joke and it bombs and it's like, oh, they'll have other jokes somewhere.
Yeah.
You could tell if someone's like new to it and nervous and like
for sure.
Well.
Yeah, and I do love, like, those are some of my favorite, like, still to this day, like I love seeing some of the professionals perform and stuff like that, but seeing like a new comic, like someone who's doing for the first time ever, what their brain genuinely thinks. This is gonna be the fun part of watching you guys do stand up for the first time, is like what your brain genuinely thinks is like, what do you think is gonna work? What do you think you can deliver, or what do you think is funny? So that's gonna be, it's fun just to see like how this person thought this was gonna go, you know?
I'm so scared of that.
Yeah, I bet it's like kind of funny if you're like, wow, they thought this was gonna be good and it's so bad.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Especially like the older guys that like are and they're maybe like mid
Jesus,
40s or like
Oh,
50s or something like that, and they're like kind of a loner guy, or they do have a wife, and they're just the creepiest individual you've met, and they talk about sniff a girl's hair or some shit, and they're like, dude, they thought this was gonna work. They thought this is funny, and now I just think you're weird.
Yeah.
I will say though, I would expect that those guys that are actually funny are awesome.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've done some pretty big crowds, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say the largest crowd I've done is probably like 1,700. Probably like a little small theater.
That's massive.
Yeah, what kind of places have you performed in around Chicago or LA?
Chicago, so the Laugh Factory, the Lodge, and Zanies, but those are all capped at like 300, which that sounds like that's like that. But that is like the club
Those
I grew
are
up.
big though. Those are big clubs.
Those are big. But I grew up in a club that was also set 275, so I'm like that's like kind of 300-ish when it's sold out.
Sure.
The thing is, like those larger crowds, a lot easier than smaller crowds.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
10 times easier. It's not even close.
If 5 people don't laugh in a group of 100, you're fine. But if 5 people don't laugh in a group of 10,
Exactly. They know. You all know.
Yeah, the jig is up.
You all know. Yeah. That's,
do you know Claire Sunby?
Yes. Yeah. Claire. I'm glad you bring Claire up. Claire's the one actually that got me. That kind of convinced me to move to Chicago for comedy.
Really? She's a close friend of mine.
Yes.
I went to school with her.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great. Oh, are you from Topeka? Oh wait, no, she's college.
No, she went to Roosevelt with me.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
because Claire's she's also a kid from Kansas too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I had no idea.
she's not from the same kind of Kansas I'm from. She's from like, outside of
Bible.
near, that Bible belt of Kansas where they are weird.
She has some very sad stories about growing up there.
Yeah, the Baptists
Yeah.
do not play around.
She's a very small lesbian woman.
Yes, yeah, very
She's
funny.
had a rough upbringing over there in
Good
Kansas.
friend of
I
mine.
thought that was nice and safe.
Yeah, and that's her and I bond on that a lot. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, I'm scared to ask, but how should we do this?
Okay.
Okay.
What open mic should we go to?
Okay.
How do we prepare?
Because here's the thing. Don't yes, we're brand new. But don't try to protect us. I do want you to genuinely give us I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm scared to say challenge.
I know exactly
but
what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
just be like, oh yeah, go to this little open mic where no one's there.
Yeah.
I'm
I want to be
scared that
afraid.
I'm gonna do this and have a good time. Because
Yeah.
what if this is something I want to end up
But
doing?
you do, yeah.
Oh yeah.
About that.
For sure. It definitely is possible. Yeah, I thought about this whenever you guys sent me oh, then you guys do the event or the hobby after. And man, I thought about do I send them to the worst bar possible that's 11:30 on a Sunday night and it is depressing or so, but no.
And hey, we do it over a week, so we could do a couple.
Yeah, okay.
And I think honestly, Sam, it might be good for us to do a couple just to we could do the same set, but we could just to, I don't know.
Have
I
you
could,
we should, really try it.
working
Yeah.
on a set?
I could show you guys in one night. I mean, because that's the fun part about Chicago, right? And that's kind of why I moved here. There's so many opportunities to do stand up in a night. Because if I have a dinner and I get out at 8:00, I'm like, oh, there's an open mic in Old Town that I can go to, or there's an open mic in Wicker Park that starts at 6. But I'm like, oh, I have this movie. There's another one at 11, so I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, real.
I can show you guys, good 2 open mics in a night, and I'd probably take you guys to Lincoln Lodge first, because they have Lincoln Lodge has 2 open mics on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and a lot of newcomers are there.
Okay.
And so that's a good place to start because it's the first place. I think when you Google open mic, Lincoln Lodge is one of the first places.
Okay.
Lincoln Lodge, one of the best spots. I mean, in Chicago, it's my favorite. On Saturday or Friday nights, the Lincoln Lodge main room is, I swear, one of the best rooms in Chicago. It's so much fun.
Wow.
Because the stage is kind of down and the seats rise as you get further out, so it kind of feels like you're in a pit.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, but the room we do the mic in is it's only 30 people and it's pretty intimate itself. So that's kind of fun.
Okay.
Man, and then I could take you guys to like a true bar mic as well. After that, it would either be if we do it like on a Wednesday. There's Easy Bar that's around the corner from my house. That's down here.
Yeah.
Or Gracie O'Malley's, which is also on Wednesday.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah. Gracie O'Malley's, the bar. Like, they have a bar mic on Wednesdays. I think it's called Out by 10. So like the promise is every time they're gonna be out by 10, no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because a lot of mics run super long because 40 people will sign up, and it's just it's forever.
Oh God, yeah.
And is it usually like a type 5?
Yeah. So the Lodge, Gracie O'Malley's 4 minutes. So I would say like usually, most mics are usually 4 to 3 minutes. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty
It's
quick.
painful. You're out of there
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, for sure. And I would say like the nice part of it, it's super light. And I would say what for a benefit for you guys is that I mean, you guys have lived enough life experience where you guys can talk about something and you can tell a story. I know that. I know Nate for sure can talk.
Yeah.
I know he's got no problem there. And so
We should stop.
Nate can talk for sure.
and so yeah, and like it feels like a long time, but like if you tell a decent enough story or it's long enough or something like that, it's a lot easier to fill that time. I remember because when I was 21, I didn't have shit to talk about, so filling that 3 minutes was brutal, so brutal. But yeah, those 3 Wednesdays or Tuesdays I would say are my favorite days to run open mics, because they're just there's so many spots around the town that are some of the best mics that are around. Yeah. Okay. We can talk after this and make sure we set the right ones for you guys. Yeah.
We'll coordinate.
Oh man,
my people will get in touch with your people.
It's me. I'm Sam's people.
Hey Nate.
I'm my own people, but no, you're right. Nate's my people.
Yeah.
Well,
oh my God.
I suppose how are we doing on time, Nate? I'm usually.
I think actually right at about time. Unless Cole, do you have anything for us? Like anything we should like watch out for or anything with this?
Watch out for. Nah, I guess like stealing material is like you can honestly, you're new, so I'm not gonna stop you, but
can you imagine we do a full 3 minutes that's just exactly
but I think if you were to just do Dice Clay, and honestly it would be fun for all of us.
Sam, if you stole my material before I did it, that would be the most savage thing.
That would be great.
I was saying steal Cole's material.
Oh, do that. Go to my Instagram and steal my material. That would be so funny. Please do that.
I'm gonna do one of Claire's.
Oh, actually, before we go, I will make you do stand up. But there is I really like you have a clip on your page with this bit that you did about Rosa Parks that I think is just very funny.
Yes. And I actually stopped doing this joke because someone had a better version of it.
Yeah. If you could just give us that that premise. I think it's so good.
It's about. Did you guys know that Rosa Parks' husband had a car? Did you guys know about this? Because I feel like most people don't know about this. All I could ever imagine, is that Rosa Parks' husband, like, she's. I can't even think of the. I'm trying to think of the rest of this joke.
Yeah,
he's like, "Oh, baby, can I pick you up from work?" Oh yeah, he falls asleep, and you're wondering like, "Oh man, like, baby, did you take the bus ride from home? How was that? Was that good? Just did you forget about it?" But yeah. Rosa Parks' husband having a car is I do love that. But I found someone, Eaglewit in New York, very very funny guy. Has a very much funnier joke than I do, and I'm like, I'm done doing it. And he's bigger than I am, and I'm like, I'm done doing it. I can't even.
Dang. I think that's such a funny bit.
It is
Rosa Parks joke.
But I bet there's a ton of things that are like that, where like you have like a really funny bit, but you don't have anything to like kind of make it into more of a thing, right?
100%, yeah. Or you can't expand on it, or someone already has one, and then like they knock it out of the park, or someone close to you has one. Yeah, and that's why like always writing to yourself is very part of like the part of the process that I think a lot of either you guys and other people should also think about is Like writing to yourself, so no one else can steal your material, or you can't steal any, or you
Yeah.
can't steal anyone else, because you are unique to yourself. So you can only tell your own story. If you tell, race jokes, I mean, every single one's been done at this point. I'm sure one.
Nate,
I'm
I
sure
wanna
more
stay
will.
away from those.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we'll probably. I think you can probably rely on those staying.
Look, brother,
away
I
from
can take you guys to the suburbs right now, and they will fucking have a ball
I
with them.
believe
Oh,
it.
I know.
They can still have
Jesus.
a
I think one of
fucking
the-
ball.
One of the other things that
God.
I'm like terrified of stand up in general is like just like bad intentioned humor or like mean humor. I don't. There is like a lot of stand up I've encountered seems to have an air of meanness sometimes. Not all of it, and the ones that usually like the best like don't lean on that.
Yep.
But yeah, so
Yeah, there's
Well,
a lot.
maybe that's your angle, Sam. Like, I don't know.
Be
all just being
be nice about being racist. Come on, you got it.
Yeah, wait, no. That's not the angle.
Yeah.
Wait.
my angle is I'm just a horrible person.
Yeah, it's
Oh
tough.
my
It's
God.
tough. I mean, like especially because you have like the comics that start out, they want to be edgy, right? Even when I
Yeah.
went home, because Kill Tony's doing a number on the community right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And
I don't want to be edgy.
everybody,
What a garbage human.
yeah, everybody. I go home, everybody wants to be edgy. I went back home to Kansas City. Everybody wanted to be edgy. I'm like, if you're all saying edgy stuff, none of you are edgy.
Dude,
Right.
You're not shocking me. The last guy just said the exact same thing about his mom.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna say this. I know this. You know?
I'm gonna be edgy by being just so kind
Yeah.
in my stand. And everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Whoa, this is so new and fresh."
Give everyone compliments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do crowd work, but it's just like, "You look great today."
Yeah.
You're a honey roast comic.
That is
You
a
just
thing.
you just say nice things.
Hold up, guys. Is this the start of something new?
I can see that going viral. I can definitely see that going viral.
Yeah,
I can definitely
well,
see that going viral.
Well, is there any? I know we're past time, but is
Oh,
there
yeah.
any other
No,
nuggets
yeah.
you want to leave us with before we make a good funny noise?
No, man, no. Just be yourselves. You guys got it.
Hell
okay.
yeah.
Well, to finish us out, Cole, could you just make the first sound that comes to mind when you hear the phrase "time warp"? Ding, 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 ding. I am a Zionist and I
Whoa.
hate everyone. That's
Oh,
Jerry
God.
Seinfeld. We don't support him. Hey guys.
Why are you starting this with that?
Hey guys, we hate Jerry Seinfeld, but we did stand up.
Jesus Christ.
We did it.
We did, and it went better than that bit did for the
No,
most part.
hey, no, I like that bit. He's terrible. I'll say it.
No, Jerry sucks. Jerry Seinfeld sucks.
He dates little girls also, or not little. I don't
God.
know, but
Yeah.
legally. Anyway, we did stand up, guys. We did it. We friggin' did it.
We did it.
It was so scary, and we did it. So what did we do, Sam? What exactly did we do?
So we went to two places. We went first to the Lincoln Lodge. They have the open mics that Cole's telling us about on Wednesdays.
Yep.
And we went there was that last week? That was last week, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
last week.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
Not that we know what
we
time.
went. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. right now. So we went to the Lincoln Lodge. We got there at like 5, signed up, and they do it like on a one by one. So we waited a while, watched a bunch of people, and then we both went up and did it was only 4-minute sets.
Yeah, they're doing it
super
one by
chill.
one, not multiple stand-ups at a time.
Yeah. It was really small, super chill. Well, I mean, like, they were doing it sequentially. They weren't doing, like, a random draw like the other one
Oh,
did.
yes. I'm sorry.
You asshole.
I'm an asshole.
Uh,
I'm on something
we did that
else
one.
right now.
It was super chill. There was, like, I'd say 15 to 20 people there. And it petered out as the night went on because people do their sets and then they leave.
Well, I think it started out like 20, 25 people, and then
Maybe
it petered out. So I
25,
mean,
yeah.
like it was like 15
Yeah.
people-ish when we went. So like still a decent crowd.
Yeah. We did that. And and before I give my takes, I'll say we also went to the upstairs part of Shuba's on, what day of the week was that?
It was on a Thursday.
It was a Thursday. Jesus.
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, it was the same. It was the day after. Like, come on.
Yep.
We went there, and they
days
do they do a random draw, and it was actually packed up there. There was like, I don't know, maybe 50 people. I'm bad at estimating people.
Yeah, and we thought it was going to be like, we were like, oh, great, a random draw. That means we could go early, which is possible, but there were a lot of people that signed up. So like, we ended up like, we ended up watching like, it was like, I think we watched like maybe 20, 30 people. And then like,
we were there
after
for like
those, yeah. And then after those, it like, they were like, okay, the next like 10 people going are these people. And we weren't in that next 10 people going list. So we were like, okay, shit, we just gotta leave. It's too long. Cause it was like, I don't know, like 10:30 at that point or something.
Yeah. So we didn't get to do a second one, which our plan was to do the one, see if we can kind of refine and like work on our set, and then do a second one. And we still got the opportunity to like, work on our sets.
We definitely still like learned a lot. Totally. Okay. So let's go back to well, I guess first to start. So I know a little bit about this already, but like, how did you like? What were your notes like? Because mine, I have mine here. Like in terms of writing my set, it was like kind of uniquely brutal. Like I write stuff. I write like plays and like musicals and stuff. But I've never written stand up or like it feels like a really different kind of writing. Do you think so?
Oh, totally. It was hard for me to figure out what I should write and how much I should write. And I'm sure every comedian does it differently.
Yeah.
But for me, so this has been just me as an artist and performer in general. I've been trying to like to practice trusting my ability to just be on stage and perform. Yep. So I really mostly did just bullet points. So like I wrote type 5. These are my notes. Bullet point 1, introduce. Bullet point 2, how many first time? Bullet point 3, how many vets are testing new jokes? Bullet point 4 or whatever. Have degree in theater. And then this is scarier. So it was very like boom, 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 boom. Whereas Nate, I think you got a little bit more descriptive, right?
Yeah, like, so I started out, like, at first I was just kind of, like, literally this notes section in my phone is called Standup Bad Ideas. You know, so that way, if they're bad, it's well, I named it that. So at first I just kind of wrote things that were just, like, I don't know, like, loosely funny ideas. Like, there was this thing, like, I was on vacation with my girlfriend, with Shayna, and she was, like, there was some thing with their cousins where they were talking about, like, one of their cousins was like drinking a lot of milk, and so like there was like a thing where like at one point someone asked like, how many cups of milk did you have? And so I just wrote that down because I thought that was funny, like asking about like drinking too much milk. Or like like things like that. So it was just like loose sort of ideas, and then I started writing like I was looking at like, I was like, okay, I need to look up stand-ups that I like, and then just kind of maybe go like create things that are like them. So I looked up fuck, I can't remember his name. Oh god. He's a guy, hold on, I'm looking it up. I'm literally the worst. Chris Fleming. I kept wanting to say
Chris Fleming.
Or not Chris Fleming. No. I love Chris Fleming. He's the one who I was thinking of. He's the one who I was like sort of thinking of. It's the guy. It's the guy. He sort of looks like the Fleming guy, but I can't remember his name. God, I'll think of this when you're talking about something.
Yeah,
but he kind of has like jokes where he kind of just like says things that don't make sense. Like he'll be like, ice, like someone offered me a drink ice cold, and I would be like, and then he'd be like, I do not want it ice cold. That would be hard to drink. Like he kind of had like a funny delivery, and it was just kind of like observational short little things. Yeah. And so I started writing down like things like that. Like this is so bad. This is so vulnerable. I wrote, someone once told me to kiss their ass, and I said, no, thank you. That is the last place I want to be. Like, it's not good. It's not good. And then one that ended up actually in my set was, I think improv is kind of like stripping. I don't want to see any of my friends doing it.
Yeah, that one's solid.
Yeah, like so like little things started percolating that were good, and then I know I'm going on and on.
No.
But like what I ended up doing eventually was like actually writing out like almost full sentences, my jokes, where I would have like kind of a setup sort of thing that was like a
Right.
story or kind of just an explanation of where we were at, and then like bullet points within that were kind of like, okay, what's the actual funny thing that I'm getting to with this? And so like I would sometimes stray a little bit, but I would mostly go like pretty close to what I had written. So different than Sam for sure. Like I think both are like, I'm glad we did it such different ways because I think both are really valid.
Yeah, I didn't really write
yeah.
jokes. I just kind of wrote stuff about myself that I think is like interesting or funny, and then like tried to rely on me being like just having a stage presence because of theater experience, which worked out okay. I didn't like crush, I don't think, and I definitely see where I could have improved, but I went up and I did it, and I got some chuckles, and it didn't feel horrible.
Yeah, like Mitch Hedberg is his name. Mitch Hedberg. That's the comedian I was thinking of. Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, the process of actually going up, like we were waiting for like, I don't know, like 10, 15 people before we actually went up when we did. And I was just getting more and more nervous. I've never been like that type of anxious for performing before. It was so interesting.
Yeah. This was interesting because Nate usually is really cool-headed with like music performances, and whenever I do my own music, I get incredibly nervous because it feels very vulnerable. And we were kind of flip-flop for this. I was like nervous, but kind of just like, I'm just gonna go up there and talk, and it might be bad.
Yeah.
But Nate was really nervous this time.
Yeah, because like, and then when I actually went up and started doing it, like, you want to rush, but you like can't, and then like, when something doesn't land, like when something truly bombs, it's funny. But for me, almost the worst thing was when you said something and only one person kind of lightly chuckled.
Really?
That I was like, oh, I want to die. I was like, that's the worst.
I think part of the reason I erred away from like writing jokes with like conventional or traditional punchlines is because I was afraid of like setting up a moment that's like obviously wanted laughter and not getting it.
Well, yeah, like, but it's almost hard to like completely avoid that, because if you're completely avoiding it, you're just gonna be like just talking, and then it's like not funny. Like, even if you are kind of like a funny person, like I'm sure like lots of people like that are listening have been told that like they're a funny person, and that like that could mean you could be good at stand up, but like it's like a whole it truly, like with everything in this on this show, like it's truly like an art form that is like you have to kind of learn like what works for you, but then also like just kind of what works and what doesn't, just kind of conventionally. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What was what was your favorite joke from my set? And then I'll tell you what mine was from yours.
Oh, I gotta remember parts of your set. There was the,
and this was a while ago, so this will be really like what stuck with you.
Yeah. Obviously, there's the improv bit. No, you had at least one bit that I really liked, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, here I'll be a little helpful. So I started talking about like the overall like broad strokes, where like I talked about being from Los Alamos and Oppenheimer, and then some stuff about my like dad being libertarian, and then I talked about like I was kind of joking about improv, like and like all the stereotypes within that, and I talked about dolphins.
Dolphin. The dolphin pun was good.
Yeah, I had.
What was the one?
I did a porpoise joke, like a porpoise pun.
They did it on
and
porpoise.
it bombed so hard.
Yeah,
but that was
reaction.
Awesome. But like that was awesome because it was so bad that I was like, this is like it's like I threaded a different needle. Do you know what I mean?
My favorite thing is when someone delivers a joke and it doesn't get a reaction, and they just go, well, and then they look at their list.
That's awesome.
I think that's so funny.
Yeah. Okay. But what was your favorite? Anything?
What was the one you added that you didn't tell me about?
Let's see. I added.
It was like one of your last ones. Oh, it might have been the porpoise.
Was it the edible thing? And the willy.
The edible thing was funny. That took me by surprise.
or the thing about like Matt taking the breakup or whatever. Like seeing me practice like 5 guys named Matt.
Oh, 5 guys named Matt.
Yeah, and that was also the joke that went the best. So just briefly, guys, I mentioned like I was kind of making a comparison of like how with improv comedy you like no one like it's one of the few things that like you ask people to come see you practice being good at it before you're actually good at it.
Yeah,
like,
that's good. I like that.
And so I was like, imagine if I wrote you a song like on guitar, and I was like, I actually don't know how to play the guitar, and also I can only play the guitar if 5 other guys named Matt help me.
Yeah, the 5 other guys named Matt is my favorite.
Yeah. So that was, and that was actually, and that was the joke that kind of went the best. And then my favorite thing that you did, oh man, you don't have to, you don't have to tell it on the podcast if you don't want to, but I really loved your your joke about your Mexican friends behind your apartment.
My word slip up.
Yeah. If you don't want to go into it, you don't have to.
So I basically the gist of it is you know what? I'll tell.
I think it's what, guys? It's his white power story. Go ahead, Sam.
So hold on, keep listening. So I gotta my neighbors. There's like 4 or 5 neighbors of mine that are all like blue collar Mexican contractors, and they're really really nice guys. And they're always hanging out outside, drinking and offering me beers. And they get mad at me if I don't say yes to have a beer with them.
Yep.
So one day, right around when ice really started doing a whole bunch in the city, they offered me beer, and I was chatting with them, and they started talking about ice. And I was trying to tell them that if anything happened, or if any ice folk came around, that I would try to get in the way, or just like get between them, or use my privilege to help. And what I said instead, because I was like code switching and trying to be cool, was I'll use my white power, and I instantly regretted it.
Yeah, you're like, I'll use my white power to stop them.
I'll use my white, because it's funny because A, it's a horrible term, and B, the idea of white power, like it's just as dorky.
It was. I really liked it. I thought like it felt like it was a very natural, like you told it in a really natural sounding way, like just kind of like what you just did, and it like it really landed. Like everyone was like, this is crazy. Yeah,
that was my last one too. I was like rushing through it. I remember.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So and then going to the other one, it was really fun. Like seeing people just had really different ways of doing stand-up. Is really interesting. Everyone had notes also, so if you guys want to ever try this, like people were literally reading off of like notebooks and like off their phones. Like it's totally normal to go and like not be like, I don't know, stand up ready necessarily. Like you can totally just try stuff out, and I think that is nice about it. Like you can just kind of, I don't know, like the audience is there, but like you can think of it as just like a lab experiment where you're just like,
it's generally a pretty warm environment too.
Yeah.
So interesting observation for me. I've only been to one other open mic for stand-up before, and it was in the suburbs. I was like just out of high school, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but both of these were way better. The one in the suburb was like uncomfortable.
Well, and I've been to uncomfortable ones in the city, but I will say, like, yeah, the odds of a completely bad open mic are like much lower. Just I mean, probably just like more people, higher quality, probably. I don't know.
And that's another noteworthy thing. I think there was, I'd say, more people than not at these open mics were like good at it. So if that's something that like intimidates you, just be aware of it, because it can be intimidating. There were still a handful of like complete newbies, or like people who had never done it. So they're definitely there, and you will see a couple just bad sets because it's an open mic. But more than not, they were all pretty good.
Yeah, and I think like the crowd is definitely also like lots of guys. It definitely is.
Yes, very dude heavy.
Like
very
to the point of there being jokes about it constantly. But I do think like at both of the open mics we went to, probably the Shubas one a little bit more than Lincoln Lodge one, at least like the ones we went to. There is definitely like there's like good diversity. There's like there were definitely like femme comics there that were like doing interesting stuff, like and like kind of like I'm saying if you're a femme person, you wanted to go try this, like you wouldn't be the only femme person. Like there are definitely like femme people there that you could like buddy up with and kind of avoid all the crazy like guys in polo shirts talking about their penis size or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
their penis size. Also, the host we had for that night at Shuba's was like prioritizing, or like would occasionally prioritize getting more femme and or like NB or just
Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Yeah, I was gonna say like
they sometimes shift around because it's random. They'll sometimes swap things out just to get more on there because it's so predominantly like male dominated.
Yeah, to get more femmes there, which is really cool. I think there's definitely like femme people there, and like they definitely are giving femme people priority when they can. At least if there's like a female host. So like maybe check that on like open mics you go to, see if there's like a female host. I also know there's a specifically femme and queer open mic that happens at whiskey something.
Whiskey Girl?
Whiskey Girl, yes, on Thursday nights, I believe. A friend of mine runs it and is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so highly recommend that as well. Really supportive like group of people. Now
also that interesting through line.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even know if this is relevant, but it's interesting. A lot of depressed people seem to like to do stand-up comedy.
Oh, totally.
I wonder what that's about. Not that I particularly mind, but you should get a lot of people up there like, yeah, I'm depressed, and it's like, what's happening?
I mean, you're getting validation. Like it's immediate validation if you're getting laughs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and it's like a room full of people. Like having people around you is like scientifically like good for you. I don't know.
Damn. Well, hey, good. I guess that's a healthy outlet.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, guys, it's time for our ending segment.
Woo!
Rachel Get Real. Rachel Get Real is a segment where we go over our final thoughts on how exactly, how did this go? What did we like? What did we have trouble with? Is this something we might do it again? And it's going to be a few questions. First up, fun factor. Just kidding. Gotcha. There's no fun factor because all obsessions are fun.
Obsessions are fun.
We're not going to bash your favorite hobby. Why would we bash your hobby? What are you doing?
Oh, we love you and we love your hobby.
Yeah, we absolutely love your hobby. So 4 questions. First question: can you, Rachel? That means is this something accessible? Is this does this cost a lot of money? How hard is it to do? I mean, really, really accessible, right?
Super accessible. You just gotta come up with some jokes and then go to an open mic. Theoretically, you don't even need an open mic. You could stand up in front of a group of friends.
Well, I was gonna say you don't even need to think of anything. You could just go up and talk and like just kind of see like, I don't know what naturally. That's like a way you could do it. You could just go up and like talk and then see what people laugh at and just kind of be like, okay, people laughed at this. I'm just gonna include this next time or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
You could just super accessible.
At least the 2 open mics we went to, you do have to buy a drink to get on the link or on the list. So there's a small buy-in, but
and like definitely like 18 plus or 21 plus environments.
Man, it would be hard to get into stand-up comedy if you were sub 21, huh?
That's what Seth Rogen did. He did it when he was like 13. His mom would like take him.
Interesting.
Isn't that funny? Yeah,
that would be so funny seeing a 13-year-old do stand-up.
And I think it was. It seemed to work out well for him.
Yep, obviously.
Next question.
Very
Why?
accessible.
Yeah, very accessible. Why to Rachel? What makes this worth getting into? Why would someone do this?
Well, if you're depressed.
Man. Yeah, if you're depressed. So I did it. So I think it's like it is like kind of like a special kind of vibe and energy you have to be to kind of do this, because it's like it's sort of like people talk about when you're doing like that all actors kind of have to be a little bit egotistical like to want to do this because you're like coming up like to a thing to get applause, right? You're doing like a thing that you're getting claps for. But I think for stand-up it's actually like you have to have like both an ego and also no ego, because like you're not guaranteed the claps. Like
totally.
The laughs in this case, like you could do something and not get any laughs at all. So like you have to be okay with like completely bombing, but then also like some really high highs if you're like telling a joke and people laugh at it. That feels really, really good.
Yeah. I think some appeals are definitely like, I think it's one of the more accessible forms of like theater or performance.
Yeah. Yep.
All you really
like
need
$400
is
acting
just,
class. Yeah.
Yeah. No acting class, no instruments, no like steep learning curve as far as like how to start. Like you don't need to learn to play guitar and go do an open mic. You just get some jokes, be funny. Everyone's capable of being funny or coming up with jokes, and you go in front of an audience and you do it. Super accessible. You know, anytime you perform, it just feels good to interact with a community and like other people in a space. It's fun. It's funny.
And you're not like playing a character either. Like you can. There's stand-ups that like kind of do, but like you can like, and you don't have to be loud. Like some of the people that do stand up are loud and are bombastic and do play characters, absolutely. But there were people that went up that were just super quiet and just kind of like holding the mic like really close to their chest, and they were some of like the best people sometimes. So like there's really no like, you don't have to have like, you don't even necessarily have to have like you do eventually, I'm sure, but like you don't necessarily like have to have stage presence, or at least like that's not the top on the list of priorities.
Dude. Some of the funniest clips I've seen are the most awkward motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean, there was a guy that went at Shuba's that awesome. That like he seemed to he seemed to have some sort of like some sort of disability or something. I don't want to like
on the spectrum.
Yeah, I don't want to like say like he definitely was or not, but like he kind of had like certain cadences and things like that. But he was maybe my favorite. Like he was talking about his like his like non-binary girlfriend and like letting her like sleep around, and then like was calling like he called Trump at one point the Turd Reich.
The Turd Reich? Like, he wanted to dump on his grave or something.
Yeah, like it was awesome. Like, and
Dude was going off.
I mean, and that's kind of like maybe a bad example because he actually did have like tons of stage presence. But like anyway, like totally. I think like true. And then there was like a guy that was like he seemed like a 45-year-old guy that was from Iraq that was really like fantastic.
He was
like
interesting.
Yeah, and this one girl like brought up her dad.
That was
like
funny.
Like yeah, like and he was just being funny. Like it was truly anyone can do this is kind of my point. So yeah, I think that's also like what makes it worth getting into.
That's an interesting thing
sorry,
about.
Sorry. I keep doing this.
No, that's okay. That's an interesting thing about like the art of comedy in general is that more than so many other like art forms, there's no rules to it. Like there's no science to what makes a person laugh. So you really can just kind of fuck around and find out.
Yeah, and you can like get into like the nitty-gritty of it and really like fine-tune your jokes and stuff. And I'm sure you do like just kind of naturally, but yeah, like it's complicated, but it's also not complicated. Like or if it's really, really well written and really well thought out and really complex in its structure, it won't feel complex at all, which is interesting too. Thanks. Okay, next question. Who is Rachel? And that's what did we learn about ourselves?
Yeah, you go first this time.
Okay. This time, this is the first time we're doing this segment. I think,
and I'll go first next time.
Yeah. Man, I think I learned. Yeah, I just learned that like there's so many different types of performing, and it's like there's a certain vulnerability about stand up that like you just have. It's kind of like, I don't know, like playing tennis as opposed to being on a baseball team. Like there's no one to blame but yourself. It's just your skill, and like, can you like make this person like make these people laugh or not? Which is both like freeing because you don't have to like rely on other people to like be good or not good, but it's also like really scary. But I think it's worth. I think it's really worth trying, and I think like trying it, like I feel really great that I was able to go and try and do that, even though I was really, really anxious about it. In a way that I haven't been about like other performance in a while. But like, yeah, it is like rewarding, I think. Yeah,
absolutely. I learned that I'm actually a whole lot less scared of like going up and just talking and trying to be funny. I think like comedy feels like a shield to me sometimes, When I'm like more vulnerable and serious, that's a lot more scary for me. Especially when I'm being myself, which is why like the music is spookier for me. And I also got to practice trusting myself and my just abilities to just like ride a moment and not like prepare a ton, because as an anxious person I do tend to prepare a fuck ton. And I've been practicing just like preparing but not like anxious preparing, you know.
Yeah, totally. And like the comedy's a shield thing, that's like so real. I think like
for sure.
Like and often I will kind of, in a large group of people or in a large like group setting, I'll find one person and kind of make a lot of jokes to them on the side or under my breath, and then that's like everyone's nodding their heads that knows me, because that's how I made friends with literally every single one of you. And like that kind of thing is something I'm really, really good at, I feel like. But yeah, like stand-up's just a whole different thing, and like not that I couldn't do it. Like I think mine went decently well too, especially for first time. But yeah, it's cool to like, I don't know. It was very cool to have a new experience like that was like unexpectedly kind of challenging. Not that I didn't think it was hard, but like challenging in ways that I didn't expect.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's
also always fun. Like I never really had a particularly large interest in trying stand-up. It's always been something I've been aware of, just being like a performer in general, but I never really felt like trying it out.
Yeah.
And it did scare me, and it's just like, it's always fun to do something just to see that you can. And like, I don't know, like nothing bad's gonna happen. The worst thing that happens is it's awkward and you feel embarrassed, and then you go home and hang out with your friends.
And there will be people that are like, there will be people that bomb worse than you. Like,
oh yeah,
all odds. Like, so like you're gonna be fine. Or there's gonna be people that will bomb exactly the same as you do. Like, and so there's not gonna be like, I don't know. Yeah, it's not gonna be like a perfect night. Now, last question: will we, Rachel? Will we do it again? And this question always comes with a sub. I guess a plea of sorts. Sam, please say yes.
You know, I'm not. I don't know. It's probably similar to a lot. Like if you were going to another one of these and were like, Sam, come with me, I would do it. Or Claire, if my friend Claire is like wants me to do something with her, I would absolutely do it. But as like a musician, if I'm going out of my way to perform, I think I would generally prioritize doing the music and or acting. But like I would not be opposed to doing this more.
And I think that I think I like this one's a tricky one for me, because I think I did enjoy doing it, and I'm interested in like trying stuff out. It's kind of like a different part of my brain that I didn't expect to be like kind of like, or I didn't even know was there, right? Like creatively. So I do think I might like. I might do it again. Like, I don't know, maybe not like often, but like I could see myself doing it like every other month, just being like, hey, Sam, you want to go to an open mic? Like, let's do that just to like see what happens or something. I don't know. It's kind of a fun thing. And it's always like cheap beer and, you know.
It's true. Well, even if you like the actual act of stand-up comedy isn't your thing, this is just like being up and talking. Like it's a good muscle to, you know, stretch in general.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Talking in front of crowds, like that's always healthy. That's something you're going to have to do as a human being all the time. It's the same with like improv classes. Like that's just a good practice to do, even if performing as an improv performer isn't your thing. You're learning how to just be and interact while you're doing improv classes.
Yeah, completely. Well, I think that does it for us for stand up, y'all. Thanks so much to Cole for doing this. And
Cole.
I think we have a lot of fun stuff in store for the rest of season 2. So stay tuned. Follow us on. Wait. Cut here. And we just wanted to say thank you to our editor, Jacob Cantrip. We love you so much. Thank you to our Rachel of the Week for just, you know, showing us the thing you love. And make sure to follow us on Instagram. That's @ShowMeToUsRachel. on Instagram, and you can follow us on any podcast thing you're listening to us on. Following is really, 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 really sick. So please do it. Sam, you got anything?
And remember, watch out for fish.
Show me to us, Rachel. Ow!